In our last episode, we were left with a haunting whisper, a single word that echoed through the empty night. Run. Tonight, we return to the quiet suburban street where Daniel Price lived, but the silence is no longer peaceful. It's heavy, suffocating. The house stands dark, a void in the otherwise cheerful neighborhood. Neighbors say it's been eerily quiet ever since Daniel vanished. No cars, no lights. Not even the rustle of leaves in the yard seems to break the stillness. It's as if the house itself is holding its breath. Inside, the mystery only deepens. Detectives are baffled. The scene is immaculate, almost too clean. Every door and window was locked from the inside, with no signs of forced entry. It's a classic locked room puzzle, but the stakes are terrifyingly real. Where did Daniel go? How could he simply disappear from a sealed house? The initial search for clues yielded almost nothing, until they checked the home's security system. The surveillance footage from the night Daniel went missing is there, but the most crucial part is gone. A single 1-hour block, right around the time he was last seen, has been wiped clean. There's no gap, no error message. Justas mut seamless jump in the timeline, as if that hour never existed. But it. What they found next that shifts this case from a standard missing person investigation into something far more unsettling. Technicians analyzing the crime scene discovered bizarre anomalies. Using thermal cameras, they found strange, lingering heat signatures on the walls. Patterns that made no sense. They were shaped like scorch marks, but there was no fire, no smoke damage, just this residual, unexplained heat. Even stranger, several electronic devices in the house: Daniel's laptop, his phone, even the digital clock by his bed were completely fried. Their internal components had melted, as if they'd been subjected to an intense, localized energy surge. What kind of force could do that without leaving any other trace? The investigation took an even stranger turn when the audio team began analyzing the ambient sound recordings from inside the house. Buried deep within the static, they isolated something chilling, faint, ethereal whispers, looping over and over again. It's hard to make out, but when they cleaned up the audio, the message became clear. A soft, disembodied voice was repeating Daniel's name. Daniel. Daniel. It sounds like it's coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. Officers who were present during the recording reported sudden, inexplicable drops in temperature, feeling icy cold spots in the middle of a room. When they reviewed their body cam footage later, some claimed to see fleeting, shadowy figures moving in the periphery, shapes that would disappear the moment they turned their heads. The house felt aware. It felt like it was watching them. I have to admit, this case is getting under my skin. It's one thing to report on these events from a distance, but lately, the lines have started to blur. A few nights ago, I was working late in my office, going over the case files, when I heard it again. A whisper, just like the one from Daniel's house. I tried to dismiss it as my imagination, my mind playing tricks on me after being so immersed in this story. But then, it got worse. I was in my kitchen, and a coffee mug on the counter slid a few inches. Old beat sylph. I froze, trying to rationalize it. A vibration. Anuneben surface, but the floor is perfectly level. Then the light started to flicker erratically. Not like a bad bulb, but with an intentional, rhythmic pattern. The final straw was when my office door, which I had shut firmly, began to creak open. Slowly, deliberately, revealing the dark hallway beyond. There was no draft. No one else was home. I can't explain it, and frankly, I'm terrified. It feels like whatever took Daniel is now aware of me. It knows I'm investigating. Driven by this new, personal fear, I went back to the evidence logs from Daniel's home, searching for anything, any small detail that might have been missed, and I found it. The report mentioned that many of Daniel's personal belongings were found in bizarre, possible positions. A book that was on his nightstand was found balanced perfectly on the blade of a ceiling fan. His car keys were discovered inside a sealed jar of flour in the pantry. His shoes were placed neatly on top of a high bookshelf, a spot he couldn't have reached without a ladder. It wasn't just messy. It was staged like a deliberate, taunting display of power. And then, the most chilling discovery of all. Those strange, bare footprints we talked about in the first episode. The ones found in the dust near the back door. They were back. Crime scene photos taken a week later showed a fresh set of the same prints appearing in the exact same spot, long after the police had sealed the area. They just appeared out of nowhere, and just like before, they led from the center of the room and simply stopped, leading nowhere. I've been trying to make sense of the whispers, both from the house and from my own experience. The audio is so distorted, so unnatural. I decided to run the recording from Daniel's house through an advanced AI sound analysis program, hoping it could clarify the voice or find a hidden layer I was missing. I've been running the process for days, and just a few hours ago, it finally finished. It isolated the whisper and reconstructed it, filtering out the noise and static. What it produced is, I don't know how to describe it. It's not human. It's a cold, synthetic, yet malevolent voice. I'm going to play it for you now. I want you to hear exactly what I heard. Be warned, it's deeply disturbing. Are you ready? Here it is. You should have stayed away. It's not just a warning to Daniel anymore. That was a message for me. It knows I'm listening. It knows I'm telling you this story. And now, I think it's following me. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the unknown. If you've experienced anything like this, please share your story in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because this investigation is far from over. Stay safe out there.